His visual style is unique. His contribution to worldwide cinema, incomparable. Theodoros Angelopoulos, arguably the most significant filmmaker to have come out of Greece, is a true pictorial poet, whose achievements have only been matched by the likes of Tarkovsky and Bergman. Born in 1935, Angelopoulos studied law in Athens and then attended film school in Paris. Spanning 42 years, from the early 1970s to 2012, his career includes internationally acclaimed and award-winning films, most of which deal with a modern Greek citizen's search of identity at times of political instability and turmoil. Let us take a look at the 8 greatest films directed by Theo Angelopoulos. In number 8, we have The Hunters, the third part of Angelopoulos' historical trilogy, the other two being Days of 36 and The Travelling Players. The plot is as follows. On New Year's Eve, a bourgeoisie group of hunters finds the frozen body of a long-dead WW2 partisan fighter. They spend the night debating what to do with it, which reveals their sins from the war and leads to their symbolic punishment. Number 7. The Suspended Step of the Stork. This is the first part of Angelopoulos' trilogy of Borders. Starring Marcello Mastroianni and Jean Moreau, the film tells of a reporter stuck in a border town with an overcrowding of refugees who sees a man he believes to be a long-lost politician.
Συγγνώμη.
Number 6. The Beekeeper. In the second part of Angelopoulos' trilogy of Silence, Marcello Mastroianni stars as Spiros, a beekeeper who travels from the north to the south of Greece with his bees to meet the spring. Number 5. Ulysses' Gaze.
Ξέρεις κάτι? Η Ελλάδα πεθαίνει. Πεθαίνουμε σαν λαός. Κάναμε τον κύκλο μας. Δεν ξέρω πόσες χιλιάδες χρόνια ανάμεσα σε σπασμένες πέτρες και αγάλματα. Και πεθαίνουμε.
The second part of Angelopoulos' Border trilogy is a modern-day rendition of the Odyssey, as well as a nod to the legacy of cinema.
Αλλά αν είναι να πεθάνει η Ελλάδα, να πεθάνει γρήγορα. Γιατί η αγωνία κρατάει πολύ και κάνει πολύ θόρυβο.
Number 4. Voyage to Kythera. This is the first entry in Angelopoulos' trilogy of Silence, in which Manos Katrakis plays a communist returning to Greece after a 32-year exile in the Soviet Union. Number 3. Landscape in the Mist. In one of Angelopoulos' most emotional and accessible works, 2 children travel to Germany to find their long-lost father, meeting interesting people and learning important lessons about life on the way. Number 2. Eternity and a Day. The final part of Angelopoulos' Border trilogy is both a journey of redemption and an existential quest. The winner of the 1998 Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival stars Bruno Ganz as Alexander, a famous writer who is very ill and has little time left to live. He meets a little boy in the street who is an illegal immigrant from Albania and goes on a journey to take him home. And finally, number 1, The Traveling Players. Angelopoulos' third film is a masterpiece of socialist realism. It is a 4-hour cinematic experience that set the foundation of the director's distinct visual style, which involves long takes, a dreamlike approach to the passing of time, and a detached view of history. Often hailed as one of the best movies of the 20th century, it focuses on the political evolution of Greece from 1939 to 1952. Fascist, Nazi, and communist conflict is seen through the family of traveling provincial players.